إليك إله الخلق أرفع رغبتي وإن كنت يا ذا المن والجود مجرما ولما قسى قلبي وضاقت مذاهبي جعلت الرجاء مني لعفوك سلما.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the stoned. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. With the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace, blessings, and mercy of Allah be unto you, all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to welcome you all on behalf of International Islamic Propagation Center. My name is Muhammad Taj, and I will be hosting tonight's program. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to those of our audience who have joined us over here for the first time, as well as those who have joined us over the internet all across the globe, and those who may ever view this lecture wherever, whenever. It is a privilege to welcome you all. Before I invite the speaker, Brother Muhammad Shaikh, to come and deliver his lecture on tonight's topic entitled What Al-Qur'an, the reading, says about Hidayah, that is the guidance, I would like to take a few moments of your time to give you the format of the lecture. In order for you to follow the lecture effectively, Brother Muhammad Shaikh has compiled for you a booklet. This is a reference booklet. It has been provided to all of you along with a paper and a pencil. If you open this booklet, you will see on the right hand side are the ayat in the Arabic text along with the references, and the corresponding page contains the relevant English translation. The ayat you see in this booklet are sequenced chronologically as Brother Muhammad Shaikh will discuss tonight. During the lecture, it is advised kindly not to interrupt the speaker by any means. You will be given a significant amount of time to have your questions answered by Brother Muhammad Shaikh in the question and answer session, which will be held at the end of the lecture. And the details and the format of the question and answer session I will provide to you at a later time. Now it is with great pleasure I invite the speaker, Brother Muhammad Shaikh, to come to the rostrum and deliver his lecture on tonight's topic entitled What Al-Qur'an, the reading, says about Hidayah, that is guidance. Brother Muhammad Shaikh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings of Allah to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge with Allah from the shaitan, the stone. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. With the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. The topic is what the Qur'an says about Hidayah, translated as guidance. What is the meaning of the word in English, guidance, generally? Anything being manufactured, anything. The person who manufactures anything provides you with a booklet. To follow that booklet, you can guide or you can operate the thing that is being manufactured. It also directs you, if you open the booklet, it directs you to different situations. Whatever thing you are, the thing you are dealing with, like for example, a car or a VCR or a DVD player, anything. So you direct the instructions that are laid down in that booklet to follow those instructions so that you can operate the thing properly. That is the concept of guidance or a guidebook. If you're traveling somewhere, you get a guidebook. So guidance is something that you have to reach to a certain destination, or you have to operate something. You need a booklet for guidance. Since Allah has created us, our lives, and the provision that has been provided already to us is the physical needs and the psychological needs. The physical needs you can eat and drink, and what is lawful and unlawful, that is provided to you. But the mind that asks questions, to satisfy the minds that ask questions, you require a book to tell you how to lead your life, and how and what is the purpose of mankind being born or being in this world. That is why Qur'an, or the book, was sent down. The purpose of Qur'an, or the book, was sent down by Allah for a guidance to mankind. This book is like a guidebook. There is no other religious book in this planet Earth which tells us that that book is a book of guidance. No book in the planet Earth. Like Bible, it does not say that the Bible is a book of guidance. Bhagavad Gita, Gita, Avesta, or any other religious book does not specify that this book is a book of guidance. How to guide your life. Or the questions that are cropped up in your mind, they don't answer. They are theologies, or they are inventing something which is not true. So first of all, this is this general understanding of the word guidance. So how to guide your life, the book is provided, and we will see in the ayahs of the Qur'an how and when the guidance came to the world. You must have heard this narration in the Qur'an, or you must have heard from somebody, that Adam and his pair was in the garden. And Allah said, I'm saying it in my own words, said that you eat from whatever you eat from the garden, but do not go near a specific tree. If you go to that specific tree, it will harm you. And Shaitan, also Allah mentions in the Quran to Adam that Shaitan, the Satan, is an enemy to you. Beware of him. So what happens? Shaitan by any means, that's a whole narration. I've delivered a separate lecture what the Quran says about Shaitan. But Shaitan makes sure in the Quranic ayahs that he led the Adam and his pair to go near the tree which Allah asked him not to go. So in other words, Adam committed a mistake by the Satan. So he and in plural was sent down to this earth. They were on this earth. So when they came to the earth from the garden, and Adam realized that he had done a mistake, so he seek for forgiveness, and he learned some words from Allah. And that from here I will start. In Surah Al-Baqarah 2 and ayat 37 and 38. فَتَلَقَّى آدَمُ بِرَبِّهِ كَلِمَاتٍ فَتَابَ عَلَيْهِ إِنَّهُ هُوَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ. And Adam learned the words from his Lord, then he returned over him. Surely he is returning the merciful. In further 38, قُلْ نَهْبِطُوا مِنْهَا جَمِيعًا فَإِمَّا يَأْتِيَنَّكُمْ مِنِّي هُدًى فَمَنْ تَبِعَ هُدَايَ فَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. Allah said, He said, all of you get down all together from it, that is the garden. So whenever guidance comes to you from me, that is Allah, so whosoever follow my guidance, so no fear over them and they will not grieve. So Adam and his pair and all together were sent down on this planet Earth, and an instruction was given to them that from me there will come to you, from me, a guidance, in Arabic is فَإِمَّا يَأْتِيَنَّكُمْ مِنِّي هُدًى. From me will come guidance. Whenever it comes to you, the guidance, فَمَنْ تَبِعَ هُدَايَا. Who will follow that guidance? فَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. No fear over them and they will not grieve. So the guidance came to mankind after they were on this planet Earth, the children of Adam. The guidance came after, not to Adam. It was instruction given to Adam not to go near to the tree, and if you go near the tree, you will be in trouble. So Adam and his pair and all of us on this planet are here, and we are expecting guidance from Allah. And because Allah says, whenever the added guidance will come, and who will follow the guidance, there will be no fear for him. Now we will see how to get guidance and what are the things that are guidance. In Surah Fatiha, that is the first chapter, Fatiha 1 and Ayah 6, we recite Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim. That means guide us on to the straight path. So in Surah Fatiha, this is the 6th verse, and in prayers 5 times a day, in 4 rakats, in all the rakats, if it's a 4 rakat or 3 rakat or 2 rakat, 2 units, 4 units or 3 units, in every unit we recite Surah Fatiha, the chapter Fatiha. And in the Fatiha, when you recite the Fatiha, the first chapter, the 6th verse is saying, Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim, meaning guide us onto the straight path. We are continuously asking from Allah to guide us onto the straight path. So every human being is asking 5 times a day, the so-called label Muslim community, Muslims, if they are praying, they are asking, guide us onto the straight path. So you look into the book, where is the guidance? That is the topic. So in Baqarah 2 verse, Surah Fatiha, after Fatiha, the second book is the second chapter is Al-Baqarah 2 and Ayah 2. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. That is Al-Kitab, the book, no doubt in it, a guidance for those who guard. This book, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ, this book I hold in my hand, this is normally said the Qur'an. We got this on it written, the Qur'an, but basically this is a book, the book. What is written down is a book. What is written on a piece of paper or whenever we write something is known as a book. When we read the book, that is Qur'an, the reading. As I am reading, when I read the ayahs, that is the Qur'an. And when you see and verify written down, that is the book. So Allah said, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ, that is the book, does not have a doubt, a guidance to those who guard. It's a very small verse, but it contains very depth. First of all, there is no book on the planet Earth which says there is no doubt in the book. You cannot write this statement on the Bible, Bhagavad Gita, Avesta, even Hadith. Because the scholars themselves, they say, there are some dhaif hadith, meaning with faults. So only Allah says in the Quran, because He's the Creator, He knows 100% perfect, He knows what to say and what to write. So there is no doubt in it. Then He says a guidance to those who guard. These 2 words, there is no doubt in it, and to those who guard is not to be found in any religious book of the world. Because the Creator can only say these words. Because He is the so-called manufacturer of mankind. He has created us. He knows exactly our psyche. So He has to provide the book for guidance, how to lead our lives. And at the same time, He knows that we people, mankind, has the tendency to doubt. We doubt our own selves, we doubt others. So he gives the confidence that do not doubt in this book. It is coming from the Lord, the cherisher, the sustainer from the worlds. So we have come to know that the book is the guidance. First aspect is the book. Now in Surah Yunus 10:37, the difference between the Qur'an and the book and the similarity as well. وَمَا كَانَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنَ أَن يُفْتَرَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ وَلَكِنْ تَصْدِيقَ الَّذِي بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ وَتَفْصِيلَ الْكِتَابِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ مِن رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And this Al-Qur'an, the reading is not that can be produced from other than Allah, but it is a confirmation that is between his two hands and an explanation or detail of the kitab, the book. There is no doubt in it from the Lord of the worlds. As I told you, if you look into the ayat in the Arabic, وَمَا كَانَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ, the Arabic word Qur'an is there. And below is وَتَفْصِيلَ الْكِتَابِ, and a detail of the book. Arabic contains one verse, one ayah contains the Qur'an and the kitab. Qur'an means the reading and kitab means the book. So you will note there is a similarity and a difference. I will explain to you how. Qur'an means reading. When I am reading the writing, what is been written down, this written down is the book. This, what you see in front of you, وَمَا كَانَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ, this is the book, because it's been written down. And when I read, it is Qur'an. So the Qur'an, when you read any book, if any book is lying in your house, and if you have not read it, you don't know what's in the book. Or there's a newspaper, you don't read the newspaper, you don't know what's in the newspaper. So when you read something, then you understand what is written. So Allah is saying not a new thing, He's saying simple thing. وَمَا كَانَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ, and this Qur'an, the reading is not that anybody can produce except Allah. This one, وَلَكِنْ تَصْدِيقَ الَّذِي بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ, and when you open and you can verify, confirm what is being said, what is being read. What I am reading, you can confirm because the booklet's in your hands. The reading is a confirmation what is between his two hands, and the tafsil al-kitab, and you will come to know what is the detail of the book. The moment you read, you understand the details of the book because you're reading it. If you don't read, you don't understand the detail of what is the detail of the book. So the reading is what? It is a confirmation what is in the book and a detail or explanation of the book. La rayba fi min rabbil alamin. There is no doubt it is from the Lord of the worlds. The Qur'an, the reading of the book. So the moment you read the book is detailed, an explanation comes from it. Now, to whom the book was given? First of all, we came to know that this is a book which does not have a doubt. There is no doubt in it, and a guidance to those who guard. Then we know the difference between the Qur'an and the book. It's almost the same. Reading of the book is Qur'an. Now, to whom through which medium this book came to the world? The messengers and the prophets, we know, but we have to verify from the Qur'an. Surah Al-An'am 6 and 83, 84, 85. وَتِلْكَ حُجَّتُنَا آتَيْنَاهَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ عَلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ نَرْفَعُ دَرَجَاتٍ مَّن نَّشَاءُ إِنَّ رَبَّكَ حَكِيمٌ عَلِيمٌ. And that was our reason we gave to Ibrahim to use over his people. We raise the grades from whom we will. Surely your Lord is of wisdom and knowledge. وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُ إِسْحَاقَ وَيَعْقُوبَ كُلًّا هَدَيْنَا وَنُوحًا هَدَيْنَا مِن قَبْلُ ومن ذريته داود وسليمان وأيوب ويوسف وموسى وهارون وكذلك نزل المحسنين. And we granted Ishaq and Yaqub for him. We guided all from before We guided Nuh from his offsprings. We guided Dawood and Sulaiman and Ayub and Yusuf and Musa and Harun. And likewise we reward those who do good. وَزَكَرِيَا وَيَحْيَا وَعِيسَى وَإِلْيَاسَ كُلٌّ مِّنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. And Zakaria and Yahya and Isa and Ilyas, all from those who correct themselves. And continued in Surah Al-An'am 6, 86 and 87 and 88. وَإِسْمَعِيلَ وَالْيَسَعَ وَيُونُسَ وَلُوطًا وَكُلًّا فَضَّلْنَا عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ. And Ismail and Yasa and Yunus and Lut, all were those whom we favored over the worlds. وَمِنْ آبَائِهِمْ وَذُرِّيَّاتِهِمْ وَإِخْوَانِهِمْ وَاجْتَبَيْنَاهُمْ وَهَدَيْنَاهُمْ إِلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. And from their fathers or ancestors and from their offsprings and from their brethren, we selected them and we guided them to the straight path. ذَلِكَ هُدَى اللَّهِ يَهْدِي بِهِ مَن يَشَاءُ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ وَلَوْ أَشْرَكُوا لَحَبِطَ عَنْهُم مَّا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. That is the guidance of Allah. He guides with it to whom He wills from His servants. And if they associate about them, then definitely they will be failed in what they are doing. In further 89 and 90, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحُكْمَ وَالنُّبُوَّةَ فَإِن يَكْفُرْ بِهَا هَؤُلَاءِ فَقَدْ وَكَّلْنَا بِهَا قَوْمًا لَيْسُوا بِهَا بِكَافِرِينَ. They are those to whom we gave the book, Al-Kitab, the book, and Al-Hukum, the government, and An-Nubuwwah, the prophecy. So if they rejected with it, so without doubt we will advocate with it to the people who will not be the rejectors with it. أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ فَبِهُدَاهُ مُقْتَدِهِ قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرًا لِلْعَالَمِينَ. They are those to whom Allah guided, so imitate their guidance. Say, I do not question you or ask you of any reward over it. It is not except the remembrance for the worlds. Now, in these ayat are in continuation. Surah An'am 6:83 to I read to 90. They are all in continuity. The important points that we are going to collect from here, that first of all, in these ayat there are 18 names of the Prophet. If you would like to count them, you can count them. There are 18 names of the Prophet. And the important point is, our topic is Hidayah, the guidance. In ayah number 187, it says, after reading all the Prophet's names, Allah says, وَمِنْ آبَائِهِمْ وَذُرِّيَّاتِهِمْ وَإِخْوَانِهِمْ. Their fathers and sisters of all these prophets, among not necessarily everybody's father and sister, but among their fathers and among their offsprings and among their brothers. وَاجْتَبَيْنَاهُمْ, we chose them. وَهَدَيْنَاهُمْ, we guided them. إِلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ, we guided them to a straight path. All these prophets are mentioned first. 18 prophets in this verses, ayats. And then it says that among their fathers, not everyone's fathers, but from their fathers or ancestors, and from their offsprings, and from their brothers, we chose them and we guided them to the straight path. Guidance, they were guided to the straight path. And then further said, ذَلِكَ هُدَى اللَّهِ يَهْدِي بِهِ مَن يَشَاءُ. That is the guidance whom Allah guides. مَن يَشَاءُ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ, to whom He wills from His servants. Apart from the prophets, their ancestors, their zuriyat offsprings, and their brothers were also guided by Allah to whom He wills. And definitely we are the offsprings. of all these prophets. And Allah says, وَلَوْ أَشْرَكُوا لَحَبِطَ عَنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And if they associate about them, then definitely we'll be failed in what we are doing. Now, further an important ayat is, this is very, very important. To these prophets, what was given to them? The names are 18, and what was given to them? It says here in this ayah, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحُكْمَ وَالنَّبُوَّةَ فَإِن يَكْفُرْ بِهَا هَؤُلَاءِ فَقَدْ وَكَّلْنَا بِهَا قَوْمًا لَيْسُوا بِهَا بِكَافِرِينَ. These are the prophets. The context is the prophets. These are those to whom we gave Al-Kitab, the book, and the Hukum, that is the government or the governance, and the Nubuwah, the prophecy, the prophethood. And then he said, فَإِن يَكْفُرْ بِهَا. And if they reject with it, so without doubt we'll advocate to the other people who will not be the rejectors with it. Meaning all mankind of all time should believe that the book was given to all the prophets, containing the Torah, the law, containing the Injil, the good news, containing the Zabur, the peace, containing the Alwah, the tablets, containing the Suhuf, the pages. Everything is in the book, because to all was given the book. And he said, if you reject, فَإِن يَكْفُرْ بِهَا هَؤُلَاءِ, if these people reject that what was given to all of them, the book, then Allah says, so without doubt we will advocate to other people who will not reject it. So if the mankind of all time are making the Bible as a book of God, a separate book of God, is not true. It was never a word of Allah, the Bible. This book, Al-Kitab, was given to all the prophets. I read the names. If you count it at your home, they will 18 names. And these 18 names, with the 18 names, the book has occurred. So the book is one. That is in the ayat. So people who reject this, no problem. Allah said, we will advocate other people who will not reject this. And further he says, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ. That is the guidance of Allah. The next ayat, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ. That is the guidance of Allah. فَبِهُدَاهُ مُقْتَدِي. Then you imitate the guidance, their guidance of the prophets. Whatever the prophets got the guidance written down in the Quran, you imitate, follow, imitate. Muqtadi. Become a muqtadi of not one, all. Whom in Arabic is whom. These 18 names are mentioned that you have to follow imitate them. First it says, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ, meaning all mankind should believe that is one book of Allah given to all the prophets. And then further it says, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ. That is the guidance of Allah. فَبِهُدَاهُ مُقْتَدِي. That you imitate their guidance. Their guidance, whose guidance? All the prophets. When we say we believe in Ibrahim alayhi salam, we say when we believe in Musa salam or we believe in Isa salam, we just say from the mere words. Do you know what the Quran says about Ibrahim alayhi salam? Do you know what the Quran says about Isa salam? Do you know what Nuh alayhi salam is mentioned about, what and what is mentioned with Nuh alayhi salam? So you have to, there are events recorded, a hadith, you can say event or narrations are recorded for all the prophets. Most of them. Some Allah has not described, it's up to him. But Ibrahim alayhi salam, the most famous personality, the gigantic personalities of the messengers are Ibrahim alayhi salam, Musa salam, Isa salam, Dawud salam, Sulaiman salam, Nuh alayhi salam. So you have to imitate them, including Muhammad's seal of the prophets. You have to imitate all the prophets. You have to take guidance from all of them. Because it says, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ. That is the guidance of Allah. فَبِهُدَاهُ مُقْتَدِي. Muqtadi, you understand who's a Muqtadi? Well, Imam leads the prayer, all you people are Muqtadi. Muqtadi means to imitate. What the Imam does it, you do the same. Similarly, the guidance are laid down, spread out with all the prophets. And it's spread out and you have to imitate all of them. Not one, all of them. قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا. I do not question you or ask you of any reward over it. It is not except the remembrance for the worlds. So now we have come to know, first was the book, a guidance, and then comes the prophets. Because all these prophets got the book, so they followed the book. And whatever the events or the narrations are mentioned about these prophets, you have to take guidance from them. You have to imitate their guidance. Now further in Surah Al-Isra 17 and 9, Inna hadha al-Qur'an yahdi lillati hiya aqwam wa yubashshir al-mu'minina alladhina ya'maluna as-salihat anna lahum ajran kabira. Surely this Qur'an, the reading, guides which is more straight, and give good news to the believers, those who correct the deeds. Surely for them is a great reward. Which Quran is a guidance? It says surely this Quran. Yahdi, he guides, lillati hiya, which is more straight. Which Quran we are talking about? Sorry? Yeah, Dhalik Kitab, all right. But what you are hearing is also, I am reading ayats. And when I read that all the prophets got the book is Quran,